And the clusterfuck of 2022 begins.
Hey, it wouldn't be an episode of Handcuffs and Sawdust
if we didn't have technical difficulties.
There wasn't technical difficulties and all kinds of other shenanigans.
Because that's how we roll, baby.
Yep. New year, same old us.
Same old shit. Same old us. All right. So we got it. You've got video of me. I've got video of you. I can hear you. You can hear me. You're wearing your Driverback hat, which is awesome. Mine's over here. Now, everything, I don't know what's in frame anymore because I can't see.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping it works out.
Oh, and let me just make sure it's recording still, and then we're going to be good to just start rolling.
All right. Yeah, see, I got the
I see it.
I got the patches around my
you
banner
have like
over there.
4 patches there. I like that.
Well, people don't send them, so.
Would you like some?
I love patches. I would love to have like a whole wall full of them, but.
I've got over 450 patches. I just have no walls to put them on because I want to build patch
You've
boards.
also been working and doing this a tad longer than me.
But I'm only responsible for about maybe 30 of them or more, maybe maximum 45. My uncle did a letter writing campaign for patches for me when I got into law enforcement, or he probably started somewhere around 2010. So after I'd been on for 11 years, he wrote every sheriff, every chief,
wow,
across the United States. He's got a very detailed list, of course. And then they would send patches to me. And then I have all of their, like if San Jose or San Francisco or one of the other towns out in the West Coast send a patch, they send like a pamphlet that talks about the police department, and like Colorado does it. So I've got all this literature from all these departments, and they all say, hey, if you're ever in this department, come by and have a cup of coffee. And I'm like, I've got literally like 450 invites to coffee if I ever go out of the state, which is actually pretty cool. So, but I'm not responsible. So Uncle Harold is responsible for the majority of the patches that I have. Am I in frame?
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome to the pre-show.
Finally.
First one in 2022. We had a number of weeks off. We hadn't recorded since the 15th of December. So much has happened since we recorded, and things that Brandon has been wanting to announce at the end of last year, he can now finally announce. We've got like 14 sponsors that came aboard, or maybe just one. I'm not really sure.
14. I got the short list. But yeah, a company that I have been a huge fan of for a long time. I use their product, and I think it's the most underrated thing out there. Driverback is on board.
Woohoo! Yeah.
So we're so excited to have them be a part of this. To be a part of this shit show.
I can't wait. We're going to have Michelle on the podcast. She is going to join us for an episode. I will schedule that this week. And what Driverback is doing is, with every episode that they sponsor, they are giving away a Driverback system. So we will have you guys that are our listeners do some type of contest, random drawing, if you will, and there will be at first 3 winners, 1 per episode, because they have booked 3 episodes to sponsor us. So I have their check right there.
Are they going to sponsor the episode they're on?
Of course, we're gonna.
I don't know.
That's how we're gonna do it. So I thought what we would do is I'll reach out to Michelle, and we'll figure out the episode she can appear on. That'll be the first one that they sponsor. You know what I mean? Because she should make the appearance on the first show. She's really excited about doing it, and would love to hear her story and how she got started. And they're just a tremendous supporter.
Group of people.
Yeah, and tremendous people and tremendous supporters of the woodworking community and everyone else that they get involved with. So we're very happy to have Michelle and Driverback on board. And I'm still waiting to hear back from my brother in reference to his company scheduling or sponsoring us. And that's going to be exciting. On a side note, you said you sent me the rundown.
I did. I shared it with you. Said 2 of your emails.
When you say share,
Yes, it sends you an email.
okay,
That says this document has been either edited or shared or something.
is this one of those damn
Yes,
Google
it
Docs
is.
things again?
It is. Get with the times, Mike.
Well, Sparky, I don't see it. There's no email telling me that someone shared something with me, not on the Handcuffs and Sawdust podcast.
Okay. You know what? God damn it. Here. We're going to fucking spoon feed it to you. Can I share export? Copy link. Fine. I'll copy it this way. I'm gonna send it to you in a text message, and I'm gonna send it in an email.
Because I don't think you push send. You know how I always send you something and forget to push the send button? That's what you did.
That, and then I'm gonna go
something
ahead and
beeped.
open up my email. Then we're gonna go down here to Handcuffs and Sawdust. We're gonna go ahead and reply.
Did you send it to Midnight Maker? Midnight Maker? That might be.
Nope. That is one of the emails that is on there.
All right.
Hold on. No.
Holding on. I'm holding on. Guess what I got for Christmas?
What'd you get for Christmas?
I got a printer in the shop.
Nice.
I am so excited. It's hooked up through some crazy HP network, and I can print shit from work if I had to, if it passes through the network.
Yeah, so I do that with, I think it's just set up through Bluetooth in our HP Smart printer. That's like 4 or 5 years old. So in hindsight, it's really not that smart anymore.
It's semi-smart.
It was smart. Now it's dumb.
It's like 4th grade reading level smart.
Yeah.
I got invited to a recording session.
Yeah. If you click the link on top of that, it will send you to the Google Doc.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, this is Squadcast.
I replied to the Squadcast email, Mike.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing, dude? All right.
I also sent it in a text message.
Well, I got that link, and then I clicked on it, and it said episode, whatever it said. It wasn't the right number. And then
it says episode 32.
Yeah, we're actually on episode 41, but whatever. We're going to count the...
41? Where the fuck? If we look in...
I got it right here. I screenshotted
the podcast, the Apple Podcast app, there are 31 episodes.
If we look on the Google, there are 41 because it counts the pre-shows, and that's what we're going to be doing from now on, counting the pre-shows as episodes.
Count. No, those are their own thing.
Nope.
You're dumb.
I'm saying it. It's chapter 42 we're on today. Chapter 42. It's an episode. It's 30 minutes long. That's an episode. I know some podcasters that actually only do 30-minute episodes.
Yeah, I do too. So, I don't listen to those podcasts. They're too short.
Now we are doing 2 episodes a week. But like we said, if we want to do the Patreon stuff, maybe if we have some people who are interested in getting content for themselves, they get the pre-show, one of the levels. And then if you want to hear the pre-show, you become a Patreon member.
Well, I sent you the whole thing for a good breakdown.
Yeah, I got it. Guess what I did the last few weeks?
I don't know.
Absolutely nothing to do with the podcast because I was too busy at work and in the shop.
Same here.
So I was actually taking a break, and it was actually, it was nice, but it's so nice to see your face, buddy.
I know. It's so nice to hear those sweet, sultry tones of your voice.
Yeah, nothing like hearing Mike mumble through a bunch of shit. That gets people excited.
It's all right. I'm going to be reaching over to cut my mic every now and then every time I freaking cough.
No, that's okay. I can take that stuff out too.
Yeah.
So which email did you send that doc to?
I sent it
to Marrazzo Woodworking.
I replied to your invite.
I got that.
To Squadcast.
That's not working.
I also sent it in a text message.
All right, that one I'm clicking on, but I had to select the proper email, I think, to open it with.
Okay, well,
so
was it Marrazzo Woodworking and Handcuffs and Sawdust are both authorized editors of that, so you can even go in there.
You've been authorized.
And edit things. Yeah, you just go into Google Docs. It'll be, for you, I'm sure it'll be the only thing in there.
Could be.
And then you and I share this document that you can go ahead and you can edit it and you can read it.
You do that.
When I try to make it convenient for the both of us, I know it's so annoying.
I hate
what a dick.
Yeah. Now I'm okay. Whatever. I'm in my Marrazzo Woodworking email because I thought I'd bring it up on the computer. It's not in there.
Well, I didn't reply to Marrazzo Woodworking. So if you go into Google Docs,
it says I'm requesting access. The owner will receive an email notification for the person requesting access. So there, I sent that. I'm requesting access. How do you like that? So everybody, what's going on? Happy effing New Year. Oh, here we go. I think I might have it here in my Handcuffs and Sawdust email.
Oh, you do? Huh.
Got it. Got him.
Mother trucker. Because I can sit here and I can look.
I got it.
Let's see here. Let me look here. Handcuffs and Sawdust podcast at gmail.com is an editor. MMMidnightmaker at gmail.com is an editor.
I got it, bro. So,
I am the owner.
Oh, so just out of curiosity, have you picked a hero of the...
We're all heroes, God damn it.
Damn it. I like that
Read the rundown, Mike.
I like that you put Fallen Officers of the Week, none for 2022, ! Smiley face.
Hey, we made it 3 days.
Yeah, that's really good news. So I'll wait, I guess. I'll tell you about it in the, we have a new sergeant.
And I do have a hero of the week. It's written in there. All you have to do is read it.
I'm reading it. Oh, good. You put the news story that I was going to tell you about.
Yeah. You sent me the link.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard.
That's so good. Can't wait to talk about that.
And then I said it out loud. Please, dear God, don't anybody do this.
Yeah. Who's Kevin Nishida? Oh, is that the off-duty former San Jose police officer who was working security for the news camera? Okay.
That's the former Colma Sergeant, Hayward PD, Oakland Housing Authority, San Jose PD. I think he even worked for Hayward. That's the guy that was murdered, but they have 2 in custody for that.
Good. Fuck them people.
Yep.
All right, cool. So got all that's all ready to go. And since we recorded last, there have been way too many police officers that died in the line of duty, even though only a handful were, via crash or some shit bag. But we'll talk about that. And boy, COVID is just fucking running rampant through the nation.
Yeah, they just canceled all briefings for us, and everyone just goes straight to the field.
Oh, really? We during the summer and spring when it first started, we were doing hours in the parking garage outside. We were all parked 15 feet away from each other and yelling towards the sergeant. Yeah. What do you want us to do?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they did in 2020 is they just completely said, no more briefing. Just go straight out to the field. Your sergeants will brief you. And now they just reintroduced that.
Okay. Well, it is what it is. One of our guys just came back to work today. He had COVID last week and his wife. So he came back to work wearing a mask. And no one else is wearing masks in my police department. When we go on calls, on occasion, I'll put one on, which is one that my chief doesn't like because it's a White Sox mask.
We get yelled at by our lieutenants. There's one that likes to stand in the corner, and she just eyeballs people, and all of a sudden you just hear, mask!
What?
Jesus fuck, lady, I'm drinking a freaking cup of coffee here.
I can't pour through my mask.
I can't. It'll get everywhere, and then I'll be sticky, and then you'll be mad about the whole uniform policy thing that you guys...
I like your T-shirt.
Thank you. I made it myself.
You did? I'm telling Morgan.
I just made it.
Tell him.
I still have hers. I still wear it.
For those
of
you...
Some of the color bled out of the shirt, though.
Out of the shirt itself?
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a green hue to the vinyl, which is fine.
Oh, well, that's bullshit. You got to tell her, though, so she can learn not to use that shirt. And that's why she didn't like... I think that's why she didn't like that material.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because of that, but one thing that we learned with some shirts that we were doing is that we need to start pre-washing them before we put the logo on. Okay. That seems to help it a little bit because we did one, like kind of a tester full house one, and we didn't we were having issues with it anyways, but like half the vinyl's like coming off on it. So.
All right. Well, the one I did for she did for me with the shirts that I just purchased. I just purchased 26 T-shirts. Maybe I purchased more, but I had 26 orders in for people that want my shirt. So I placed the order last night, but the one she did for me, I've worn it, a number of times, washed it maybe 10 times, and still perfect. So this must be good material. I think it's just the type of shirt. I got an email or a DM from the company that sent me the press.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how's it going with the doing the video? Because I have to do a YouTube video for them, unboxing it first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I ordered the T-shirts, so when they come in, I will start, dude. But I think maybe this weekend I'll actually film the video of the unboxing, because that's just an unboxing video.
Yeah, just open the box going, ooh.
Taking shit out, showing stuff, So I'll do that and get it posted on YouTube so they can at least, that'll be the first video I put up on YouTube.
In a minute.
In over a year. I got friends that go, when are you going to do more content? I'm like, I need content that people want to see, but no one wants to see an unboxing video, but that's an obligation I have for getting this machine. So I have to do that one. And then I'm going to do a shop tour because I haven't done one since 2019 and stuff like that. So it's all coming together, man. I am going to make, for 2022, I'm going to make YouTube back to a priority like it used to be. I wasn't doing Instagram at the time, so I think it's going to be a hard balance. Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, work, like,
yeah, you need more things to do.
My wife says to me the other day, she's like, I asked her if she did something that she was supposed to do. No. And I understand she's tired. And she's like, I only get 2 days off a week. And I'm like, I'm aware of your day off schedule. You're also not working 70 hours in a week like I just did. If I get forced again to work another fucking 18 hours, I worked 30 out of 36 hours last week. Just the other day.
That's not healthy.
4 of us did. That's fucking
really not
stupid.
healthy.
So when I saw my buddy this morning in the locker room and we talked about the end coming, and he's like, how you feeling? I'm like,
after a week like this, ready?
Yeah, a week like this. He's like, it's bittersweet, right? And I'm like, yeah, man, he's happy for me personally that if I do go, which, like we said earlier in the IG live, it's 98%. But I'm going to miss everybody, man. It's just the last time I'm going to be the police. Although I just did see my dad came to pick up some guns. So my dad was a police officer for his whole life. And then he was a dispatcher at my department for 15 years. And then they had to consolidate because of FCC laws. If you don't have a certain amount of people in your town, you have to team up with other departments for dispatching. So my dad is no longer a dispatcher, and he wants to get back on the street. We got to have him on as a guest because he's one of the craziest cops I've. No, he was policing in a different day, so they were able.
Modern times, he would be arrested.
They did so much fun stuff. So he still has to shoot now every year for his in Illinois it's called an IROC, Illinois Retired Officer Card, concealed carry card. So he had to shoot for his IROC. So he keeps one of his weapons in my locker, and I'm going to get the year wrong, but it's a mid-60s Python. 357. That's what he was carrying on duty at the time. So,
nice.
Yeah, he keeps it in my locker. So he came Friday to pick up the gun, and then I went down in the basement and got it for him. And I came up, and my buddy that was with me, he's like, oh, a Python. Our new sergeant, my buddy Nick, he's like, let me see that. So he's checking it out, and my dad's there telling him how to open it and stuff. And then I said, there's, the story behind that Python. He's like, what? And I said, well, my dad said, my dad's got 4 sons. My dad said the first son to become a police officer would get that Python. My dad looked at me, I go, I'm still waiting. Because I'm the only fucking son that's a police officer, and I still don't have the Python. So at least it's in my locker, and I can shoot it if I want to.
Suppose you'll get it eventually.
I don't know. He has to physically have to give it to me, because the other guy...
He's going to give it to you on his deathbed. That's when he's going to give it to you.
Maybe he's going to give it to my brother Anthony, because Anthony still lives with him.
Done.
Yeah. You can take my gun out of my hand.
You can have it now. You can pry it out of my cold, dead fingers.
With all of his badges that he's had. He was a chief up in Wisconsin. He worked in a municipality that's right next to mine, where I grew up. And one of my buddies has been on the job as long as me in that town. And he's one of the top DUI cops in the state. And every time he opens a DUI logbook, my dad's is the first entry in there from like 1969 or whatever the hell. It goes back that far. So he sees my dad's name in there all the time. But Good stuff. So then my dad went and shot. My dad's got one eye now that's working because he woke up like 6 months ago with double vision. So he has to wear a patch. So now he's a fucking pirate, you know. So he doesn't. Arr. He wears it when he drives. It doesn't affect him really when he's shooting because he shoots with one eye anyways, like me.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal, but he looks funny walking around with a patch on his eye. I'm here to shoot. You know, he had these 2 old Chicago guys running the course.
I don't think you should do that, man.
Just point me in the. So he shoots his course of fire. It's supposed to be 30 rounds. Now there's 2 old retired Chicago guys that run this. I shot when I retired back in 2014. I then went to get this card. And the first thing the guy says to me, he goes, "Holy fuck, you're too young to be retired. How'd you get in this class?" Hey, man, I started late. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right. So he tells my dad, okay, go ahead and shoot. So my dad brings it in Illinois, and to deal with this Illinois concealed carry card, you can choose to shoot and qualify for just a revolver or just a semi-auto pistol, or you can do both. Of course, me and my dad, we shoot both, revolver, semi-auto. And you should, because you don't know what you're going to carry that day when you're walking around. So he shoots 24 rounds. And the last 6, one of the rounds is like a default defected round. It won't fit in the cylinder. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to jam it in there. He's like, fuck this. I'm not going to fuck up my gun by jamming this round in there. The guy comes over, the old guy. He's like, what's the problem? My dad's like, I can't get this fucking bullet in my gun. He goes, fuck it. You don't need to shoot those 6. You got the first 24 right in the middle. You passed. Like, excellent. Giddy up.
You're good.
You're good. So then Sunday he came to drop it back off and put it back in my locker. So I got to see my dad a couple times this week while I was at work, which was nice.
Nice.
He misses the guys. He wants to go out and crack skulls. Wants to be out in the car cracking skulls.
We don't do that anymore. Well, we have to ask nicely.
No. Don't forget, no cameras where I work.
That's true. So we have to hug them into the car. Let's go.
Right, yeah. I'm like, you're nuts, Dad. I can't wait to get out of this shit. I want to get back in. So that was fun to see my dad.
I had a new experience this week.
What was that?
This past week. So I'm in FTO now, and I have a recruit.
Woohoo!
And
got a few of those messages I did from you to your recruit.
Yeah. It was a long week. So we responded to an armed robbery in a neighboring district, and I thought, hey, this is going to be a great time to get some training in to go code 3, so like lights and sirens, right? Emergency response. So I tell him, all right, lights and sirens, let's go. And it was a little wet out.
Yeah.
We redlined at 45 miles an hour.
Oh, just
that was our top speed.
The car just took a shit?
No. He did not go faster.
He didn't go.
He didn't go faster.
I thought when you said that, I thought he gunned it. The tires were spinning because you said it was wet. Tires are spinning. It's redlining. He's at 45 miles an hour.
No. He did not go above 45 miles an hour.
What?
To an armed robbery.
Is he still employed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for now.
Are you worried about him being someone like? What if your life was on the line and he was your backup? The delay says it all. Might be an issue.
I would prefer somebody else.
Okay. Did you get there?
We eventually got there.
No accidents.
No accident.
Didn't get shot.
Nope.
You arrived safely.
We got there.
Those are the positives that you take out of that.
That's what I wrote.
Good.
We got there.
We got there. Did anybody else beat you there?
Everybody else beat us there.
Were you passed by an old lady in an electric wheelchair going past you on the way there?
We were passed by everybody.
And you had your lights on.
We did.
So no one pulls over for you like they don't pull over for me.
Correct. And sometimes even if they do, they pull to the left, and that gets really confusing.
Our state put out a campaign, 10 years ago, with stickers for sirens and lights. I pull to the right. And not one person knows what the fuck that means.
Yeah, he had another Code 3 run later on, and I had to get on the PA system and scream at the driver in front of him to pull to the fucking right.
Wow.
Yeah, I get really angry. I don't like our new policy that says my body camera has to be on and rolling when we're going code 3.
Oh, yeah.
I yell at people.
So, they deserve it.
They do. They really do. But yeah, that's going to be I get 2 more weeks with this guy.
And then what? He goes to a different FTO?
Then he goes off somewhere else.
And then you get another guy?
And then I'll probably get another guy.
Because you have 40 that were hired, so were they staggered? Or it was like 40 went to your academy, and then they all came out at once looking for FTOs?
Yeah, so we have another academy class that's getting ready to graduate next month.
Okay.
So after this guy, I think I might get like a week or 2 off where I'm in the car by myself.
Okay.
And then I'll get probably one from infancy.
Yeah.
To mold.
Yeah. I actually had a new rookie riding with me it was the day I worked 18 hours and they go, he comes in at 11. So they don't, when they're in training, they don't do our 12-hour shifts. They work Tuesday through Saturday. They'll do 8 hours. So when they're assigned to the day shift, they'll work 11 to 7. And then at night, they'll work 7 to 3 when they come to the night shift. Because we've found that when you inundate the rookies with a bunch of information for 2 days and then make them be off for 2 days, they forget, which is common. And then when you ride with someone for 12 hours a day, after about hour 9, you're useless as an FTO, which you're probably coming to see now.
Yeah, the last hour is just like, don't do
it's
anything
useless. Right. So we've flipped that over. So when they're just working 8-hour shifts, 5 days in a row, they learn the streets quicker, they retain stuff better, and we get a few hours a break when they leave or before they come in. In this case, when they're on days, the day shift guy gets 4 hours before he comes in. So I get held over. I think. Oh, I don't want to go into this right now. We'll go.
Yeah, like I said, let's start the regular show.
So welcome back to 2022. Thank you for checking out the pre-show.
Time out.
Yeah.
Time out. Welcome back to 2022.
I've been in 2022 for 3 days.
Are we going back to the future now?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to 2022.
As long as we're in agreement.
I'm back in 2022. I was in 2022 yesterday. I worked last year and this year in one night.
So did I.
See?
You're making my brain hurt. Could you stop?
My brain hurts. Hey, stay tuned for the full episode, which will be chapter 42.
I fucking hate you so much.
Episode 32.
Do you have any
42.
idea how confused people are going to be when the last episode was welcome to episode 31? They go to the next one, welcome to 42. Like, what happened to the other freaking 9?
I don't know. Well, we'll start doing the Friends thing. We'll start naming the episodes the one where Brandon wore a Driverback hat, or the one where Mike bought a domino, the one where, like that. We'll just name them that way. How's that?
Sure. You're whatever you want, buddy.
Why don't you get on that exercise bike while you're on the show?
It's just, that's going to be part of what we talk about a little bit with this untapped market.
All right. Oh, cool. All right. Well, let's get to that. Hold on. I want to do this properly, right? So we can roll on. Please. Yeah, well, we can roll on out of this pre-show to some good music, and then we'll roll in with some good music.
But it's the same music.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I got a surprise. It's not ready yet.
Tone it down. Cut the music.
Okay. Music's off. I had the surprise that I wanted to tell you about, that you wanted to know, and you didn't. I didn't want to tell you.
That you refused to tell me. So
we're gonna have at some point. I was hoping it would be ready by today. My good friend Jason from Marksman Woodshop. Have you ever heard him talk?
I don't know.
And he heard any of his videos? He has
maybe I've seen so many videos.
He's got a radio voice.
Yeah. He's got it. Yeah.
He's done voiceover work, so he is doing an intro for our show for us.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wrote it. I sent it to him. He recorded 3 different versions, and I figured out that I wrote it. It's way too fucking long for an intro.
Shocking.
Yeah, so I sent it back a message, and I'm like, has to be much faster paced and much shorter. Try this. And then he hasn't responded yet, so.
I don't blame him.
But yeah, we're going to
want to piss off a guy that's got Marksman in it.
Yeah. We're going to have an actual professional sounding guy introing us this year and this season 2. Coming up on season 2. That's one of the things we're going to have.
Season 2. This time it's personal.
That's right. All right. So we're out. Peace. We'll see you on the other side. Flip. Peace. Check it out. Bye. Say goodbye, Brandon.
Goodbye, Brandon.
And scene.